Gaffer, obviously a 5-0 defeat here in the end. What are your main reflections from the game today?
Obviously very disappointed to get beat 5-0 off anybody, whether it's pre-season or not. It's not something you want to happen. Now obviously we're 1-0 down at half time to a set play from a wide free kick. But the game was very, very even up to that point, and we had a couple of really good opportunities ourselves which we didn't manage to put away. I think you could see in the second half that Kilmarnock were ahead of us as far as in pre-season. So yeah, I don't want to get beat 5, but I can understand the reasons why. We've obviously changed the team around a bit. We've also got some trialists on the pitch who probably ain't up to speed and haven't done enough training. So we were left a little bit short in the end. But look, we've conceded 2 penalties. We've given away a wide free kick. We've given 1 ball away on the edge of our own box, which you don't really want to happen. And obviously there's another goal which was probably well executed from themselves and from Kilmarnock. But there's plenty to learn from tonight, I know that, and you'd rather that result happen now than obviously in a couple of weeks' time. So look, it is what it is. The boys will get back in obviously in the next couple of days, and we'll review the game, and we'll pick up the pieces from that, and there'll be plenty to learn from, as I say.
I mean, going into half time, you must have been really pleased with how the first half went. It felt like we controlled a lot of their game, and if anything, probably had slightly better of that first half.
I thought we done really well in the first half. I just felt I said to the boys that were going out in the second half, look, right, you're going again now. This is the first time we're asked you to go further. Now let's make sure we start the second half well. And unfortunately, like 5 minutes later, we're 3-0 down. So that didn't obviously go to plan. But it is what it is. We're in pre-season. The lads, majority have played 60 minutes, and some have played a little bit longer. So that's good to get minutes in the tank. And as I say, we've got more games to play yet, and we'll get better. We'll improve on that. I've got no doubt about it.
Yeah, of course. There was one particular move in the first half where Elliot Newby ends up with the ball and very close to goal.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much a replica of what you want to see? That type of football, quick passing and. A good move.
I think there was some good play in the first half. I think we had 2 really good opportunities where you'd probably expect us to score. We didn't take them. It is what it is. I'm not here making excuses about chances missed and stuff like that. The main thing is, look, we've got some fitness out of it. I think, as I say, Kilmarnock are ahead of us. They're further down the line. They're playing in Europe next week. The season starts a week earlier than us. We're obviously still sharing minutes about. But what it does show, obviously, you're learning about people all the time, and I've certainly learnt a lot tonight.
In that first 15-20 minutes of the second half, when Kilmarnock pretty much scored all of their goals,
yeah.
What do you think kind of switched in that time? Do you think that Kilmarnock just took it up another gear, maybe?
No, I just think we made some basic errors, and you can make them errors when you are tired. So it's the first time the boys have gone over 45 minutes tonight, and people might not think that's a lot, but it is for a football player when you've had 9 weeks off. It was a long off season this year. But look, we've still got plenty of games still to play before we get into the real stuff. And as I say, there's plenty to learn from tonight. But minutes in the tank, never ideal when you get beat, especially when you get beat comfortably. Never looks good. But the positives are there was some really good stuff in the first half. And also from myself, my own point of view, I think I've learned lots tonight about certain things that I've seen. So that's good.
Obviously, one player came off in the first half, Maziz. I'm sure we won't know a lot right now, but can you tell us a bit about what happened when he came off?
I think he's got a knock to his knee, or he's opened up his knee a touch. So I won't know about that till next week.
And Theo did his first 45 today. How do you think he did in the Barrow shirt?
I thought he done really, really well. I think he gave us some presence, and I thought you can see his strength and his power. And I thought him and Naz looked really, really good at times in the first half. So that's a good. That's a good sort of foundation to build from the back. Really, you've got to be strong at the back, and I thought at times they look really well, look good together. But we've got to improve around that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem at all.